I'm KGStiles with your Astro highlights, brought to you by PurePlantEssentials.com Organic Aromatherapy. On March 11th at 4:52 p.m. Pacific, the planet Uranus moves into the sign of Aries for a 7-year stay. What does Uranus station in Aries mean for you, and how can Uranus and Aries affect you and dramatically change your life for the better over the next 7 years? Here's how, so listen up. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of action, passion, and drive to achieve, while Uranus is the planet of revolution and sudden, unexpected change. And with its entry into Aries, Uranus begins a new cycle on the astrological wheel. The last time Uranus began a new cycle in Aries was in 1927. Uranus in Aries is a potent combination of celestial forces for initiating a new cycle of revolutionary ideas and taking initiative and action to give them birth. Unlike Uranus transit through Pisces, which was more imagine it, see it, and feel it, and it will manifest with no action on your part. Now, the rose-colored glasses come off and you realize the need for action and taking individual responsibility for making changes in if your dreams are to become reality. No matter how circumstances may first appear to you, with Uranus' unexpected and explosive action, the changes you'll suddenly be faced with making during the next 7 years will delight you with their results. So relax, let go of any resistance, and go for it. You'll be very glad you did. The negative side to these explosive energies for change can be a tendency to impulsiveness and being accident-prone. Meditate frequently, ground yourself, allow space for integration, and think before you act from a clear and steady state of mind when initiating your ideas. The time for revolutionary action has come. Uranus will remain in Aries until 2018. The sign being most impacted during Uranus transit of Aries are those with Sun or Ascendant in Aries. Your way of being and perceiving the world will be forever changed. Physical exercise, breathing, meditation, and sea salt baths are highly recommended for everyone during Uranus transit of Aries, but especially for those with Aries Sun or Ascendant, as the super electrical charge of Uranus in Aries needs grounding so you don't burn out. During its transit of Aries, Uranus will trine the fire signs Leo and Sagittarius. This is great news for Leo and Sag, as they'll receive unexpected beneficial rewards and good fortune over the next 7 years. Uranus will form a sextile to the air signs Gemini and Aquarius, giving both signs unexpected opportunities for change that may well catapult them into new vistas for advancement and fulfilling their star potential. Uranus forms in opposition to the air sign Libra, which will create breakthrough opportunities in an area that has been resistant to change, creating illumination and profound new freedom. For the other sun signs, the changes will come through more challenging aspects, such as a square that can feel fraught with conflict and frustration. Relax and trust the process that is opening you to new levels of being and vistas for far-reaching change. Now, look in your own personal astrology chart to locate which house Uranus is transiting over the next 7 years. This is where the most change is being activated, and you will be upgrading to the next level for yourself. Let's start with the first house, those with Aries ascendant. If Uranus is transiting your first house, you'll be making sudden and drastic changes in how others perceive you. This is a great time for a total makeover in your hair, your dress, anything to do with how you project yourself out into the world. For those with Pisces ascendant, Uranus is transiting through your second house. You can expect sudden, unexpected, and profound changes in what you value. Your material property and personal finances will undergo sudden changes at times and be subject to erratic cycles of renewal. For those with Aquarius ascendant, Uranus is transiting your third house of communication and environment. Your communication style and the way you connect with others, your neighbors and neighborhood, and your relationships with siblings are all up for sudden revolutionary change for the better. For those with Capricorn ascendant, Uranus is transiting your fourth house of home and family, and you may have a sudden opportunity to renovate your home or even move to a new home. Your close personal family members and home will be up for revolutionary change and renewal in a good way. For those with Sagittarius ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 5th house of fun, romance, creativity, and children. You will be having a sudden opportunity or opportunities for vacations. Out of the box, undreamt of possibilities may suddenly surface that will allow you to shine creatively, or maybe your child will get married and you will have grandchildren, or you could get married and go on a fabulous honeymoon of your dreams. For those with Scorpio ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 6th house of work, service, health, and daily routines. It will be very hard for you to sit still, Scorpio. You'll be making changes in your habits and routines that will improve your daily life and work style that brings freshness and renewed energy. Perhaps you'll suddenly decide to become self-employed and escape the drudgery of your 9-to-5 work scene, or begin an exercise program. You will be revolutionizing your habits of mind, health, and daily routines if Uranus is transiting your 6th house. For those with Libra ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 7th house of relationships and contracts of all kinds. You'll have many new and unusual people enter your life, or you may suddenly break off relationships you've had for years that you've outgrown, or perhaps get a divorce, or into any number of contractual agreements that no longer serve you. You're ready to try the new and eccentric in your relationships and overhaul any kind of contracts or agreements you have made. For those with Virgo ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 8th house. You will now revolutionize how you deal with others financially. You'll become illuminated about how much power and authority you're allowing others to have in your financial affairs, and take steps to bring balance in your financial dealings with others for more equal footing. During this time, your money and assets from others can suddenly change or go through a major overhaul for the better. You could inherit money, win the lottery, or win an insurance settlement. Issues with taxes could also surface during this time. For those with Leo ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 9th house of travel, higher education, teaching, and publishing. You could suddenly have an opportunity to travel extensively in the world, or connect internationally with new friends or co-workers. Your horizons will definitely broaden, and you could teach or become a published author, or engage in a new field of study for yourself that is different than anything you've ever imagined before, and be interested in something that will rock your world and thoroughly captivate your attention. The way you think about life and your belief systems will be completely and radically changed forever during this transit. For those with Cancer ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 10th house of life calling and career. You will suddenly receive unexpected honors, rewards, and recognition for your accomplishments that exceed your greatest expectations. You may suddenly change your career and suddenly begin pursuing your life passion. There will be tremendous revolution in your standing in the world. A breakthrough can happen that puts you firmly in your path to realizing your potential in this life. For those with Gemini ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 11th house of friendship, wishes, and dreams. You could suddenly meet a whole new circle of friends you feel more kinship with, or your sense of belonging in the world could be revolutionized so that you feel more supported within yourself and start realizing more of your hopes and dreams in the world. For those with Taurus ascendant, Uranus is transiting your 12th house, the realm of the collective unconscious, the psychic and dream world. This is also the area that rules hospitals and other collective institutions. Your subconscious mind and the unconscious patterns that have controlled your existence will go through profound revolution and change, and you will face many of your most profound fears to come free of collective and ancestral patterns. The illusions and darkness that have trapped you, that have been operating below the threshold of conscious awareness, will lose their hold over you, and you can finally become free of addictions and unhealthy and inherited ancestral patterns. Well, there you have it, your astro highlights for how Uranus and Aries can affect you and dramatically change your life for the better over the next 7 years. Next month, on April 4th, Neptune will leave Aquarius after a 13-year stay for a brief visit in its home sign of Pisces, ushering in a whole new kind of imagining. New dreams will begin to surface over the next 14 years for you in our planetary collective dream that I'll talk about next month on Astro Highlights, so please stay tuned. Thanks so much for joining me. I love sharing essential heavenly news with you, and hope you've learned something useful for your life on today's show. Astro Highlights are available for free. Please help us reach as many people as possible with our positive message by subscribing, rating, and sharing Astro Highlights with your friends. Thanks so much. I'm KGStiles with your Astro Highlights.